The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Alongside Carson-Newman women's basketball coach Mike Mincey, I'm Michael Watchering, and this is the Eagles Sports Network. Carson-Newman picked fourth in the SAC preseason coaches poll. And, Coach, I know the expectations for this group to get to an NCAA tournament are there, and fourth is where you were last year at the end of the season. What for you is the biggest expectation for this season?
I mean, we're obviously wanting to try to advance in the NCAA tournament. There's a couple of goals that we haven't actually attained the last few years. I mean, we feel like we've been talented enough to win our league. Obviously, our league is very strong. LMU won it last year, Wingate won the tournament, and those were very strong teams. And those were two teams that, you know, we did not have a win against last year. And so we've got to get over that hurdle first and foremost. But last year was probably our best year since I've been the head coach in terms of scoring and maybe not giving up a game to an opponent that we shouldn't. And so this year we're going to try to do those things. You know, we got to try to get some W's against those top tier teams. And then we had done a great job the last couple of years out of conference play. Last year, not as much. So we got to do a lot better job in out of conference play. You know, if we want to ever try to secure that NCAA tournament bid again without winning the tournament title.
Michael West, preseason first team all-conference. She's one of the more productive players across the league and across the region. How do you try to bring her along in her second year here with you?
Well, you know, we want to make sure that she doesn't feel too much pressure to carry us, and I think that the supporting cast that she has around her, I mean, obviously when you're the leading scorer coming back and you're a first team all-conference, that kind of stuff, you know, teams are going to be keying on you and try to take you away, but we have a lot of different players, you know, Harris, Bree, Jekka Stubbs, you know, Kayla Marisites and Kelsey have transferred in. Of course, you got Weichel and Torrey that return. So we have a lot of key people that are back that can score and shoot the ball well. And so it's one of those things where if they do key on her, I think we have other people that can pick up the pieces. And Mike has done a really good job in our scrimmages of not trying to press the issue and feel like that she's got to be the leading scorer. You know, she's let Bree and Harris do their thing, and actually Harris has led us in scoring and not been Micah. So, which is a good thing for her, to where she doesn't feel that pressure to have to carry us every single game. And I wouldn't expect Micah to be the leading scorer every single game. I think we're going to have at least 3, maybe 4 players that probably get into double figures on the year.
You mentioned some of those players. You don't have to break in a lot of new collegiate level players. You do get the Marisites twins, but they played at ETSU last season. What does this experience level of this group do for you as a coach?
Well, it allowed us to go really quickly in the preseason. Of course, we're only breaking in 4 new players in general, and of course, you know, the Marisite twins having the experience at ETSU with a year of college ball, you know, being able to pick things up maybe a little bit quicker and already adjusted to the speed of the game. But you know, every year, you know, we've been doing the same stuff. We just tweak little things here or there to try to keep up with the trends of women's basketball. But just our pace, you know, we were putting stuff in from day one and try to get that stuff in as fast as we could, so we'd have as many reps as possible before we play Tennessee, and then certainly get into our games against Aiken and Lander this weekend.
You mentioned that Tennessee game. It's probably going to be the biggest challenge for you this entire season at one of the spots that maybe you're weaker than the others, and that's in the post. Abby Tinsley and Jekka Simmerly, a lot on their shoulders this year. What do you want to see from those two against Tennessee?
Well, I just want to see them be physical. I mean, I think obviously that's a true statement that, you know, we haven't scored as much from the post as maybe we have, and we've relied on our guards. But I've been very happy with how Jekka and Abby have been holding down that 5 spot. You know, we play a 4 out, 1 in, so we're going to play 4 handlers or shooters, so to speak, and then have that one true big under the basket. But I just want to see them be physical. I want them to. I don't want Micah to be the leading rebounder. I want, you know, them to get in there and average 5, 6, 7 rebounds a game, and I think they're certainly capable of that. And then we do need to get some scoring punch from them down under the basket. And you know, Abby has done a really good job. You know, Couples is not here this year, so she knows that she is the backup to Jekka and that she's going to get some minutes. And Abby is the strongest player I've ever had in terms of in the weight room. So I think she's going to be able to do a good job against some of these teams that have bigger post players, keeping them pushed out. You know, Jekka's a longer frame and she's able to block shots. Abby is a stronger body and she's able to keep people pushed out. And they're going to be tested tomorrow night against Tennessee, obviously with 6'6", 6'4", 6'3", et cetera. 8 players above 6 foot tall. So we really need them to be strong under the basket and try to, you know, collect some rebounds and not allow Tennessee to get offensive rebound after offensive rebound.
Coach, thanks for the time. Best of luck this year.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
He's Carson-Newman women's basketball coach Mike Mincey. I'm Michael Watchering, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.